Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I finally am going to spend the time to unbox my Christmas tree. So I bought it at least 2 weeks ago and I just haven't had the time to unbox it. So I want to go ahead and do that right now. So let's take a look. As a reminder guys, we have a really small space here, so we had to do with a small tree, which is absolutely fine. I found this perfect size at Michael's. They were having an early Black Friday sale on their Christmas trees, and I'm part of their rewards program, and they send you coupons every week or so, and they had one for trees that were marked 60% off. So I was able to get this 7-foot pre-lit cashmere pencil tree, which is just perfect. It's the right size, it's skinny, so it won't take up too much room, and it's a quick and easy assemble. It's pre-lit and it's in white lights. So definitely a good deal. It's originally marked for $149, I believe, and I got it for $50. So definitely a good bargain for your buck. Now, when placing Christmas trees, it's a little bit difficult. You want to make sure that it's an area that is going to be visible, that everyone can see it, that you definitely are near of a plug to plug in your Christmas lights. So it just really depends on the area. So looking around the house, I didn't really see any other perfect spot for it except for here, which I was kind of in between both spaces, either next to the TV because there is a plug behind the TV and it looks like a perfect spot right there as well, next to the staircase, but then I thought it might get in the way, but it is pretty skinny. If not, I thought right there by the entrance, which I'm kind of worried that it might get in the way of the sliding door into the patio space. So we will definitely have to see. So I want to get your guys' opinion. What do you prefer? Do you prefer a real tree or a fake tree? I have always had fake trees ever since the beginning of when I used to be with my parents. They would always have a fake tree. We never had a real tree. But I understand both sides of why a real tree is better and versus why a fake tree is better. So a real tree, you have that really nice, fresh, beautiful pine smell that you get all over your house. And it looks very beautiful and with your ornaments and your lights, and it just looks very pretty. Versus plastic, fake trees, you can tell they're kind of fake. Some of them have gotten really well at making them looking realistic, but it's just not the same effect. You don't get that smell, and it's so annoying having to break them down at the end of December. But again, both sides have really different ones, different opinions. Real trees, fire hazard. Easily can catch fire because it's real. You have to keep it watered. The bristles drop a lot of pine leaves and needles, so you have to pick up the mess. And at the end of December, you have to chug it away, so you still have to get rid of it. Versus plastic, it will last year after year after year. You can use it again the next year and the next year and the next year, and you won't have to make that expense every year. But again, you don't get the smell of a real tree, and it also requires you to take it apart and put it away each year, which is the same thing if you were to get a real Christmas tree. You have to throw it away. So both sides definitely have their positives and their negatives, but what do you guys think? What is your preference? Do you prefer real or fake? Let me know. So I am going to go ahead and unbox my tree and see how that goes. I mean, I should be an expert. I always used to put up our Christmas tree at my parents' house every year. It was always me. I was in charge of putting up the tree. I had a little Christmas village that I would also put up. And then I also have a nativity scene that I would put up, which last year I did buy a really big set that I found, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So I am excited that I can actually put it out and display here, and I can't wait to show you guys. So Christmas is definitely my most ultimate favorite holiday, and I just get so giddy and happy, and I always listen to Christmas music when I'm putting all my decorations. Now the only problem is though, my Christmas ornaments are still at my parents' house, so I don't have anything to decorate my tree. So basically today I'm just going to unbox, see where it best fits, and make sure that everything works, and just have it ready so when I can start decorating. So the way that the box shows it, it comes in 3 parts. So it definitely shouldn't be too hard to set up. But we will have to wait and see. And the funny thing is, I don't know if it has to do with like the material that the trees are made of, but I'm actually allergic to it. I don't know if it's the plastic fibers or what it might be, but I get really itchy when handling these trees. My hands and palms get really itchy, and I start getting a little bit red. So I'm going to try and see if there are any gloves that my husband has. Since he is a hairstylist, he does a lot of hair color, so he should have some plastic ones. So definitely always practice safety. Okay guys, so unfortunately I did not find any gloves, so I am just going to try and be as careful as I can, trying not to linger too much on the branches. So again, this is 7 feet, so hopefully I calculated it that it would definitely not be too tall, because I do want to put a tree topper, and it won't work if it's too high up. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. It's so cute. So I had only seen pictures of these online, the tree. So I saw it in person in the store, and I thought, wow, it looked so pretty. Look at this. Look at the detail. It looks so real. It looks like a real branch. Oh my God, I'm so excited. So this is a top. And I believe this is the middle, I want to say. Oh, don't you just love pre-lit trees? It makes everything so much easier. Negative about a real Christmas tree. With a real Christmas tree, you have to put the lights by yourself, and some of them may, like, you might cover it well, you may not, you might miss some areas. One side of the tree might have more lights than the other one. So with pre-lit, you don't have to worry about any of that stuff, because it's already evenly distributed all through the tree. And I believe this is our base. And the last part, which is the bottom, the foot that will hold our beautiful tree up. So I am going to start putting this up together, and I'll show you guys how it comes out. The best part is also when you have to start unbranching all the branches so they start coming down. So this is a negative for the fake trees, because you have to spend time doing this, making sure that all the leaves are down and they are evenly distributed, so it doesn't look like they're all bunched up into different areas or just bunched up all together. So this is one of the parts that I do not enjoy because if I don't have any gloves or protection, which I know is my bad because I'm doing this now without any, but I just want to do it already. It's already the middle of November and I feel like I'm already late as it is. So I just need to be very careful. I kind of feel my hands getting a little itchy, but not too bad. Just gotta keep going. The next part, the middle, which I believe is this one. The tree is looking a little tall, so it's getting a little bit worried, but I'm sure it'll fit. I'm sure it'll be wonderful. 3 easy steps, just placing it in the middle. And the next fun part. You know what part I'm talking about. Okay guys, the tree is up. So the second best thing, because the first best thing is of course decorating your tree with ornaments, is now we're going to light the tree. And I recommend that you do this before you put up your ornaments, just because once you have your tree lit, it will actually give you a good idea if you need to do any more spacing of the branches. It will give you a better idea of how it will look, and that way you can space them out if needed before you put on your ornaments. And here it is, guys. Look how beautiful this is, just pre-lit. It's absolutely stunning. So that is the area that I originally want to put it. I don't know yet. I might play around with it just because it is really near the door, so I'm scared that it might end up tripping. And it's actually very perfect. It doesn't take up a lot of space next to the patio door, so I might consider actually moving it right next to the TV where the staircase entrance is. I think that might be the ultimate better place, but I'm gonna play around. So, going back to why it's always good that you light up your Christmas tree before you put up your lights. So this is an example for fake trees, because with real trees, you're going to be doing your own layering of lights. So see that bare emptiness? There is no light at all in that whole section. So I'm gonna have to move some of the branches around so that it creates more of a natural flow of lighting, because all this area is bare compared to if I were to go on the other side. It looks more evenly distributed. So definitely always make sure that you take a look first before you decide to start putting your ornaments on. So let's get going. So I am finally at my parents' house to get the rest of my Christmas decorations. So we are getting them from the garage. That's where usually my dad puts them up every year. There's my mom in the background. This is my house, the house that I grew up in. This is my backyard. And if you're Mexican, you know, we had to have a bunch of orange trees, guayaba trees, lemon trees, everything is in the backyard. So we are going to start bringing down all the Christmas stuff that I have here, and I'm going to load it up and take that home. So let's see how that is. So the Christmas decorations are held in the garage. So these are just a few things that I've had over the years, and this is my dad's garage. That's him. He's taking down some of the boxes, and a lot of these items I'm not going to use, but I figured I would just take them home and maybe just store so I could maybe use them in the future. I've had like reindeers and Christmas villages, but just a lot of the stuff wouldn't fit in my new home. I always love coming to my parents' house also to see my little girl. This is our family dog. Her name's Luna. She's a Cocker Spaniel and Golden Retriever mix. So over the years, I've collected like so many strands of lights, and there's a few that I wanted to take home with me. It's just a little bit difficult because the homeowners association does not allow you to hang lights onto the actual house unit, so I'm going to try and get creative. Okay guys, so I have decided where I am going to place my tree, and it's going to be right next to the door entrance. Where it currently is right now, it's a really good area, but I just think it will look a lot more better closer to the door. And I just feel that I would need a connection because it doesn't reach all the way to this side where the outlet is. So I would have to get an extension cord, and that's just, that's too much extra work. I'm being a little bit lazy, but I have tested it out and I think that it definitely looks a lot better closer to the door. Okay, so this is the Christmas tree, and I was able to finally find a way to put the Christmas topper on top with the piece I was having so much difficulty with that came with it. And this is the look. You can see a lot of the ornaments that I placed that were on some of my haul videos that I showed you earlier, like the Christmas sweater and the little beanie hats. And it's a mixture of reds, whites, a lot of wood tones, a lot of a country wooden feel, kind of like a farmhouse decor look. That's what I was really aiming for this year. And these all coordinate very well. The Christmas tree is 7 feet tall, and it's skinny and it's perfect. We don't have a lot of space in the house, so this Christmas tree definitely was the perfect size. And it's just beautiful. It illuminates the whole house, and I love it. And I just added like a little snow blanket at the bottom to hide the tree legs. So I'm gonna give you guys a closer look.
Jesus, Lord.